It's a Friday night showdown in the Mountain West. Two rivals colliding tonight in a battle of conference unbeatens. Welcome inside Lawlor Event Center, everybody. Jess Settles and John Ramey with you. Boise State 2-0 in the Mountain West. They just knocked off number 17 Colorado State on Tuesday. Nevada's 2-0 in the Mountain West. They have won 8 games in a row. Let's start with the visitors, the Boise State Broncos. Tough non-conference schedule, but they have hit their stride, Jess.
Whenever you hold Colorado State to 58 points, you know your defense is stout. These guys shoot 40% from beyond the arc during their wins, only 27% during their losses, so they got to knock them in on the road.
Nevada 2-0 in the conference. They have won 8 in a row. It's a veteran backcourt powering the Wolfpack.
The dynamic duo, Blackshear and Lucas. These two guys can live in the paint. They can hit the three, and they parade to the free throw line. Boise State's got to keep them under control.
Boise State 11-4 overall. Head coach Leon Rice, the winningest active coach in the Mountain West, with 133 Mountain West victories. He is the winningest coach in the history of Boise State basketball. Starting lineups for the visiting Broncos and the home team pack. Omar Stanley's been on a tear over the last 5 games for the Broncos. He's had double-doubles in each of the last 2.
22 points and 10 boards over their 3-game winning streak. He's really been the talk of the league. His improvement, he's become a star, and great coaching. He's got a big-time heart, and he lives in the film room.
It's Keenan Blackshear, who along with Jared Lucas, there's Jared, they have combined for better than 35 points per game during this Nevada win streak of 8 games. Vern Harrison, Jeffrey Anderson, Michael Irving, the officials. 20 on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock timer. Lift off from Lawlor. Nevada in the home whites, Boise State wearing black.
Coach Alford said, we need to win the paint. They averaged 32 points in the paint. They've only lost that battle 3 times. And that guy's been pretty good with that mid-range jumper.
Blackshear had that crawl out after going halfway down. Here's Boise State's first possession. Stanley goes to work on KJ Hines. Jump ball.
It is so difficult for 5 men to guard him. As you see right there, Hines gets his hand on the ball. Good call by the official. Stanley puts so much pressure on the bigs.
Leon Rice came over from Gonzaga, where he was associate head coach. He is now the winningest all-time Boise State basketball head coach. Inside Stanley, 2 strong rebound Hines. Lucas from the elbow rattles out. Scoreless through 1 minute in Reno.
So it's going to be one and done on most of these possessions. Both of these teams clean up the glass. You're going to have to make that 1 shot count offensively in the half court.
The roll for Shabuzo Abo, tied for the team high in scoring at 15.1 points per game. The San Diego native gives Boise State a lead on the road.
I'll tell you what, he has few weaknesses. 28 of his last 51 from beyond the arc. He can put him on the floor. He guards. He's the ultimate team player, and he's become a star.
Nick Davidson won't go for the big man. Anderson all the way. Rebound Hines in Nevada. Tolman attacks, and he ties the game. Transition's going to be important because both these teams play very good defense. The first and the third best scoring defenses in the Mountain West. So if you can get back before the other team's set, that's going to be an advantage.
Yeah, whoever wins the transition probably wins this game. It's usually one and done like we talked about. You can get turnovers and get out and run like this. You got to take advantage of it.
Davidson forced the turnover. Keenan. Too many steps.
he gets ahead of steam. He is tough to handle. He kind of fumbled it right there, but he's got a lot of LeBron James in him coming downhill. Such a physical player. Just a stat sheet stuffer, number 13 for Nevada.
Steve Alford, 111 Mountain West victories. He is the second winningest active Mountain West coach behind Leon Rice. Both of them looking up at the retired Coach Fisher from San Diego State, who has the all-time record of 168 Mountain West coaching victories. 3-ball right side, Abo too strong. Feels like a prize fight early rounds. Keenan driving and draws the foul at 17:07.
Well, he's good going left, but he's unstoppable going right. So you at least have to play the odds and push him to the left. A lot of times he'll pull up with that mid-range jumper, but if he can get that shoulder down and turn the corner, I mean, that's just two hands on the hip, an easy call for the official, but nobody does it better. Getting to the rim, drawing fouls, puts so much pressure on your defense.
First personal on Chibuzo Abo, first team on Boise State. Keenan against Meadow, finds the back-cutting Coleman, who fumbles.
Well, great cut by Coleman, excellent pass. Just another fumble, maybe some nerves early, but Blackshear, if you're open, he'll get it to you.
Andrew Meadow, wearing 13 for Boise State, is on. So is Cam Martin, wearing 32. Meadow, left side three. Doesn't go for the freshman, who had 3 3-pointers in the win over Colorado State. Entry pass out of bounds.
Meadow was outstanding in that game. Just broke the will of that Colorado State defense, and that was wide open. Nevada, one of the top 3-point defenses in the country, but that one was one that they've got to knock down. And this Boise State team, I mean, they share the basketball. They've got star guards as well. You've got to know where their shooters are, or they'll knock it in.
Martin underneath, and a bucket for Roddy Anderson. Anderson was scoreless in that Colorado State victory, but had 8 assists. He's in the scoring column early here.
Well, he's so quick, so athletic. He was a baseball prospect, an all-around great athlete. That's the prettiest cut I've seen all year, backdoor. Just a great pass, great execution.
Number 20, Daniel Foster, is in the game for Nevada off the bench. Both benches in play here. Return pass, Lucas to Coleman, and the game is tied. Max Rice, Leon's son. Rice had 28 last time Boise State hosted Nevada in a big blowout Bronco win. Ball to Nevada, and a timeout on the floor. Two great defense, bearing their fangs early. Low-scoring affair in Reno. It's a close game early, and maybe we shouldn't be surprised that Boise State and Nevada are playing yet another close affair. Records going back to the 1949-1950 season show that the average score is Nevada 72 and Boise State 71.3 in recent history. That trend has held. It is always fiercely competed, and it often comes down to the wire. Keenan Blackshear beat the Broncos on a layup in the final 5 seconds here in December of 2023. We mentioned Max Rice dropping 29. I said 28 in the previous action. 29-point game for Max Rice when Boise State beat Nevada in a rare blowout in their last regular season meeting. That was in January of 2023. There's Max. Stanley back out on the floor. Stanley, Meadow, Martin, Abuzo, and Roddy Anderson III for visiting Boise State in black.
Well, keep your eye on that Anderson-Lucas matchup. Lucas is so difficult to defend. Anderson will fight for every inch. He's fast enough to stay with him, but they're going to run a lot of action at Anderson to try to pick him off. And there he goes baseline to get number 2, the Rock. And good defense by Anderson. That's what you have to do. Stay on his hip, try to harass him when he catches it, and be there when he catches it. We see this all night. Just coming out with hands up, and Lucas, one of the great assassins in college basketball.
Boise State has forced 4 Nevada turnovers in a game that is not 5 minutes old. Nevada commits the 5th fewest turnovers per game in the nation. They're way above their averages thus far. Stanley with 5 on the timer. Pass intercepted by Blackshear. He's on the move. Lucas underneath. Davidson and 1.
Well, these guys love to share the ball. Takes the hit right on the head. Great call. And no sophomore slump for Davidson. He knocks in the 3. He gets on the glass, and he can take hits. Big-time finish by number 11.
Davidson, 76% from the stripe this year. Completes the 3-point play.
He's 6th in the Mountain West in rebound, 11th in blocks. He likes to play physical. He's so versatile. Loves to step out and knock in the 3 as well.
Both Davidson's mom and dad were varsity athletes here at the University of Nevada. Dad Kirk played basketball. Anderson to the baseline. Timer's under 10. Meadow. Air ball. Nevada breaks. Keenan tripped. Foul on Andrew Meadow.
Well, Nevada 205th in the country in pace of play, but that does not mean they will not get out and run and ram it down your throat if you don't get back on defense. And Blackshear just puts his shoulder down and continues to make things happen. Boise State playing pretty good defense in the half court. You got to sprint back and slow down the Wolfpack. They'll keep coming at you.
2 team fouls on Boise State. Hunter McIntosh is in for Nevada. He inbounds on the baseline. McIntosh in and Lucas out. Davidson fights through a double. Calls for a foul that doesn't come, but he's in.
Yeah, he definitely got hit on that one, but that just goes to show his strength. I mean, he could take a hit and still finish.
Largest lead for the home team. It's early. Rice open.
There it is.
Too strong. Rice 34% on the year from 3. Had a good look there. He won't miss those too often.
It was only 1 for 7 against Colorado State, 4 for his last 15, but that was a great play and a better look, like you said.
Davidson does not get the roll after physical defense from Stanley.
They got to find a way to get Stanley posted up or get him at the free throw line, let him attack. He's been on fire lately. Right now, a little stifled. Let's get number 1, the Rock, and let him go to work.
They got him the Rock here. He works on Davidson, and he's in.
He's just too quick and too good to be held in check. And looked like he got hit on the hip there as well. Should have been an and 1. But that's just his explosive nature. He can cross over bigs. It's just very difficult to match up with him.
Going inside. Both teams going inside. Davidson spins on the baseline. Draws the foul and doesn't get the roll. That's team foul number 4 on Boise State, including 2 on Meadow. And remember, depth is going to favor the Wolfpack in this game. Their rotation goes deep. For Boise State, not as deep.
Well, Davidson, you can just tell he's lived in the weight room. Nevada doing a great job moving the basketball, forcing switches, and then exposing the mismatch. And he knew right there he was not going to pass that one out.
Davidson was a redshirt freshman last year. Leon Rice may be thinking about that depth issue and the mounting foul total here. Not midway through the first half. Davidson took over for K.J. Himes, who was the starting man in the middle last year for Nevada, but he had a back injury that sidelined him early. Davidson, a redshirt freshman, had to learn how to play the 5 spot.
We were both down in the Cayman Islands when KJ blew out his back in warm-ups, and I thought before that injury they had a Sweet 16 caliber team. I mean, he was the catalyst defensively, the rim protector, but then Davidson took advantage of those minutes, and this team made it to the NCAA tournament, and what a big-time Kobe Bryant move by number 2 on the baseline.
Tyson Degenhart also tied for the team lead in scoring at 15.1 points per game, and Degenhart blowing through Tylen Pope, the Tulane transfer, who had come off the bench for Nevada.
A Swiss Army knife. He can do it all. Mid-range jumpers, gets on the glass, can score. Just a pleasure to watch him play, and he's going to have a big game tonight if they're going to win on the road.
Degenhart better than 75% on the year from the stripe. Missed that one badly. 3-point pack lead. Lob inside to Himes, and he was held. And it's on Abuzo, and that's 2. Excuse me, that's 2 on Abo. And a stoppage at 12:14. Well, they call that on KJ. So an offensive foul and now a review.
Well, you mentioned it earlier. This Nevada team does not turn the ball over. And
just watching Himes' reaction, his inability to get to the ball, I assumed that was a foul on Abo. But KJ may have had the better of the exchange early.
Well, there's a hook right here. They're going to go review that hook and hold, and you never know what'll come out of that situation. But Nevada just a little careless, maybe a little nervous with the basketball early in this game, trying to throw some passes that aren't quite there. 5th in the country, only 9 turnovers per game.
Yeah, they're already at 5 here.
AJ's got position, and then he kind of gets hooked, and then he hooks the arm.
Sure. Appreciate the transparency. Well, I always say to everybody who follows college basketball and maybe has opinions on a play-by-play basis about officiating and calls, if you think you love basketball, try being an official. You better love the sport if you're going to do that job.
Well, these guys put the miles in, that's for sure, but the hook and hold, it started off years ago. The guards were late in games trying to hook guys, draw fouls, and then that Isaac Haas injury for Purdue led to a review of it. We're going to get an explanation.
Common foul on K.J. Himes. First on Himes. Second on Nevada. It's a nice little interlude, and we'll get this game going again. Trying to feed Stanley inside. Now they get it to him outside. Stanley against Himes. Follow slam dunk from Degenhart.
Again, Stanley puts so much pressure on the defense. He collapses the defense. If you're going to go over and try to block a shot, then that's going to mean somebody's free coming to the rim for the offensive rebound. And Degenhart knew what to do with it.
Pope puts it on the deck. Acrobatic shot, too strong. Rice pushes for the Broncos. Abo. It's Foster on the carom. Hope left-hand dribble. KJ inside, turnover number 6, forced by Boise State. And then a turnover the other way. Well, both defenses so highly rated in this Mountain West. Right now, both teams, some errors. Both teams combined for 0 for 6 from three-point range in the early going here. Nevada with a 1-point lead. A clash of conference unbeatens. Both teams 2-0 in the Mountain West tomorrow on Fox Primetime Hoops. Get ready for Caitlin Clark, the most exciting player in college basketball, leads third-ranked Iowa against number 14 Indiana tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern on Fox Primetime Hoops.
Gus Johnson's in the house at Carver Hawkeye Arena for the Caitlin Clark Show.
No,
that's a big one.
It is a big one. Anytime Caitlin plays, it's a big one. Tyler Rawlison, freshman guard, brings it in for the Wolfpack. Boise State's defense is bothering the Pack in their home building. They're 9-0 this year. Davidson a 3. Rebound, Abo.
That's the one area of Davidson's game he's got to improve on. He's got a nice looking shot, but right around 23% now from 3.
Size mismatch with Abo against McIntosh, and they take advantage to take the lead.
I'll tell you what, Boise State, they've got some physical guys, don't they? They love contact. They're competing on the glass. They've been stout defensively, and they've missed 2 or 3 wide open threes. So if you're Coach Rice, with 10 minutes to go, you got to be pretty happy with your guys on the road right now.
Nevada has gone cold, and Boise State is surged in front. Chase Whiting. Touched by Nevada.
Tyler Rawlison is one of the quickest players in the conference. He adds a different level of speed. You have to find him in transition.
Degenhart. Whiting. Floater, no. Rawlison. Nevada runs.
I got to go back to Lucas here. He's got to use his quickness to get open.
Deep 3. Lucas was 0 for in the first half against Air Force on Tuesday, then came out and hit 3 in a row in the second half. Whiting, head fake. Baseline, under the goal. He's out of bounds. Turnover at 9:01. It's 5 Boise State turnovers. Meadow and Martin return for Boise State. So Rice, Degenhart, Meadow, Martin, and Anderson the third for the Broncos. Himes, Davidson, Coleman, Lucas, and Rawlison for Nevada. Lucas, contested jumper is good for the lead.
Well, that's good defense by Anderson, but that's just a world-class shot. The little fadeaway, unguardable. He's so crafty with those shot fakes. He parades to the free throw line. You can live with that defensively. It's just a big-time offensive move.
Cam Martin. Battling through an injured shoulder. Up and under. Waved off.
Well, I thought we had a little Kevin McHale move there, but what they get him with the chicken wing down there on the baseline? It's a nice move. There's the crab dribble. Goes under.
Oh, there it is.
Just kind of sticks that out and doesn't get away with it.
Did he steal that move from you?
Yeah. Go back to him, though, right? It was good footwork.
Rawlison puts it in drive. Air ball. Martin clears it for Boise State. Kicking violation on the Nevada defense will send us to a stoppage. Well, we thought it would be close. It is close. 1 point Nevada lead. Neither side's hit a three yet. That's probably going to change. Jess Settles, you identified this in the pregame as perhaps the key statistic in the game. Nevada a 1 point lead, but Boise State a 2 point advantage in the painted area.
Yeah, Coach Alford said at practice today that's his #1 key of winning this game. When they win the paint, they typically win the game, and they haven't been able to get easy transition points. But this Boise State defense over the last few weeks, they've rebounded, they've guarded, and they are extremely physical. And we expected a low-scoring game, but maybe not this low.
Martin goes to work. He's tied up underneath. Got it. Meadow. Boise State back in front by 1.
Ron Rice so good at finding mismatches, getting the ball to the players that can make the biggest impact. And we said it, go back to 32. And they go right back to him, and he gets the assist. It's great coaching.
Rawlison the 3 from the freshman.
He was massive in the TCU game. Changed the entire dynamic of that game. And when he's hitting that 3, it's just good to see him out there making an impact this early in his career.
He's 10 of 20 from 3 on the year. Coleman tips and steals. Rawlison, another 3. Foul on the rebound on the pack. And it's on Davidson.
Well, look at the assist. Another good cut by the Broncos. And then Blackshear, if you're open, he will find you. Rawlison, the speed, the confidence at both ends of the court. What a shot.
Martin backing down on Davidson. Tough shot, won't go. Nevada in motion with a 2 point advantage. Keenan. Martin, another board for Boise State. Meadow had a look. Anderson. Anderson again. Got the roll. Ties the game.
Well, the reason that worked out is because Degenhart was living on the rim. He tapped it out, kept the play alive, and we talked about the few second chance opportunities both teams are going to have. Those are the veteran type of plays that can win you a game on the road.
Lucas in traffic.
Well, great action by Coach Alford to stagger away. Lucas comes off of it. It's a little window. Those are shots he's been knocking down over the last couple weeks.
Meadow, the freshman, going to work on fellow freshmen, but the steal by Lucas. He wants a 3. Timeout, Leon Rice, after Jared Lucas hits from 3 to put the pack back in front.
He's been on a tear during this winning streak. 19 points per game, 44% from the 3-point line. There's the double. Good defense. It leads to even better offense. Right in your eye. He's one of the best in the business.
Lucas is now 7 made 3-pointers away from 300 in his career.
Just plays with so much confidence. Forget about the 3-man weaves and the 2-on-1 fast breaks we grew up with at basketball camp. Now, you dribble it down there, you pull it out for a 3. The analytics say let it fly, and he knows what to do with it.
He also is a coach's son. Played for his dad, Jeff Lucas, at Los Altos High School, Hacienda Heights, Southern California. Leon Rice. Just getting clarification.
This feels like another classic between these two great teams. Both with championship aspirations, both with the coaching and the talent to win it this year. This league is awesome.
Lucas was the MVP of the Diamond Head Classic in Honolulu over the Christmas holiday. Tournament Nevada won. Anderson the third. Skips it to the corner. Abo, three, ties the game. Abo, 46% from three-point range coming into the game.
He's just an incredible player, and it's not like he's taking wide-open threes. I mean, he's making athletic threes, and you just saw on that play. You give him an inch, he'll take a mile, and watch him run the floor here. I'd go right back to him.
Anderson splits defenders. Feeds Stanley underneath. Anderson comes away.
Oh, that's too much room.
Sure is. Boise State vaults back in front.
I'll tell you what, when he gets that high ball screen, defensively, if you're the 4X, I think it was Davidson in that situation, you've got to close out. You can't wait for him to come to you.
Foster on the back cut. Lucas. Broncos work with a lead on the road. Martin out of the double, finds Anderson under the goal, and he's out of bounds. No, they call a foul? No, he's out of bounds. Foul on Anderson.
On this high ball screen action. Oh, this is the shot before. Corner three, nothing but bottoms. He's on fire lately. That's too much room. Well, welcome back. Keep your eye on number 11 for Nevada, Nick Davidson. A good defender. But in this high ball screen action, when a guy's shooting 48% from three, look, his hand is down. He's not closing out, and that is too much room. When Abo's in the gym, he feels like he's open, and he's been shooting as well as anybody in the country. That high ball screen action, one of the major keys to this game. You've got to close out, at least put your hand out. This kid's playing like an All-American, just a stat sheet stuffer. I love to watch him play. He just jumps off the TV screen as one of the best in the business.
He's the game's high scorer. He is the only double-figure scorer in the game thus far with 10, and he's 4 of 6 from the floor. And he's got Boise State in front on the road. Both these teams have amassed road conference wins en route to their 2-0 start. Lucas hits. Seven for Lucas. Abo with a mishandle. Blackshear to the rim. Stanley said, try it from 15 feet.
I love it. I mean, that is Mountain West basketball at its finest. Two great players challenging each other at the rim. Every possession matters. Every point counts. These guys know what's at stake. Good, clean, hard foul. And Blackshear, this is what he does. Puts so much pressure on a defense. He wears you out. He fouls you out. He's one of the few guards in the country that forces you as a defensive coach to make changes throughout the game. He can post up smaller guards. He's physical. It was a great collision at the rim.
Blackshear leads Nevada in free throws attempted as Max Rice comes back for Boise State.
He's top 15 in the Mountain West in points, assists, steals, rebounds, and field goal percentage. That's pretty good.
Blackshear has had some streaky moments from the line this year, only 65%, but he tends to make them in big moments. And he just put Nevada back in front. 3 minutes to go in the half. Anderson for the lead, too strong. Blackshear tried to draw contact. Oh my goodness, he got it to go. Just how you draw it up, right, Coach?
Yeah, I'm not sure he planned that one, but he liked the results.
Rice gets rid of it. Anderson, shot clock under 10. Degenhart ties the game at 25. Stars are coming out.
So many stars in this game. The physicality, guys who can make shots and beat you one-on-one.
Offensive foul on Nevada.
Well, look at Blackshear. He's trying to draw the foul here. There's the pump fake. He probably should have gotten that whistle, but no one checks out. He goes right back up. And okay. Here at the other end. Degenhart with the dagger.
Stoppage here at 1:54 as they clean the floor. So Degenhart on the year, 31.3% from three coming into the game. But you know he's got a ceiling on that. That can heat up in a hurry.
He takes such high percentage shots. Number one in the Mountain West in field goal percentage last year with a minimum of 300 attempts. So he doesn't make many mistakes. He knows what a good shot is. And we talked about Boise State. 40% from three when they win, only 27% when they lose. And they've had open looks in this game. And uh-oh.
Timeout Nevada.
Lucas was down there.
Max Rice. And then Lucas ends up on the deck. Well, the officials are not reviewing this. I wonder if this was maybe a stoppage to perhaps precipitate a video review, but you don't get to keep the extra one anyway, so you might as well use it before half.
Max Rice is such a great competitor. He loves playing college basketball. He's not just a three-point shooter. He puts a lot of pressure on the defense. He can get to the rim. Look at the leadership. Letting everybody know the scouting report. Reading screens.
He crossed the 1,000-point threshold against Utah Valley on December 29th. .93 seconds to go. And we said it earlier, it's been a prize fight of a half. Both sides landing blows.
Got to stay on Lucas's hip when he's coming off these screens. And just another careless turnover by Nevada. We haven't seen this all season long.
That's their 8th turnover of the first half. They average 9 a game. Boise State defense has frustrated the Wolfpack in a way really no other team has except for Drake, Nevada's only loss.
Let Stanley touch the ball here on this possession again.
Rice rejected by Hines, gets it back and scores.
Max Rice takes the hit, snatches the offensive rebound, and goes right back up with it. What a play.
Broncos, their largest lead so far, comes in the final minute of the first half. Blackshear. About a 5-second differential. Well, let's see when they get this going. Boise State waiting, and now no shot clock. Very clever play there by Degenhart with an organic non-delay of the game.
Veteran team.
That was very wise.
Minutes.
Yes.
That's how you win games on the road. And Degenhart, we know what he does in the second half. I mean, this guy, as good as he is in the first half, he's great in the second halves.
Broncos have the final word. Degenhart. Inbound for Boise State at 2 8/10. Looked like 3 or 4 white shirts went leaping to protect the rim there.
Oh, you just love the action around the rim, the physicality. I can tell you, of all the games I've covered this year, this has been as physical, and these teams can beat anybody in the country on a neutral court. Fantastic players, physical, great coaching. They can grind you down, and nobody's afraid of contact.
Lucas off and McIntosh on here for Nevada in the final 2.8 of the period.
Keep your eye on Max. They're coming right back to him off the stagger.
Anderson at the horn, rejected by Blackshear, and that is how the first stanza ends. Boise State has Nevada trailing at the half for just the 3rd time this year. The Broncos are unbeaten when they lead at intermission. Halftime report sponsored by Jeep. There's only one possession game, and the visiting team, Boise State, the 3-point advantage at Nevada. Jess Settles, John Ramey with you back inside Lawlor Event Center. We said it during the first half. The Stars are coming out. Chibuzo Abo for Boise State, their leading scorer coming into the game. Leading scorer in the ball game. He's got 10. He's put on a clinic.
So much versatility. He can beat you with the mid-range. If he's open from 3, it's just automatic. He gets on the glass. He rebounds. He's been a real star in this game. I mean, that's great defense, just better offense. Gets the friendly bounce. Crab dribbles. Doesn't matter if he's doubled, even tripled. He's going to take it at you. Playing like an All-American, and that's just too open for a guy who's shooting close to 50% from beyond the arc. And Lucas for Nevada, this is what he does. He just gets buckets. They run all kinds of staggers for him. That's the fadeaway mid-range. Plays some defense. He's going to take it to the rim. Nope. This is the new modern version of college hoops. Just step back and launch a 3 on the break. And pretty good defense. You have to stay on his hip. A lot of stars in this game. Defense has ruled so far.
We'll go to the Los Angeles studios with Mike Hill, Casey Jacobson, and Laval Jordan after this break. Snow-packed Reno has packed their way into Lawlor Event Center tonight. A big snowfall this week. Great powder days in the Sierra Nevadas. But the Wolfpack faithful, over 10,000 here in Lawlor Event Center, have seen the Boise State Broncos, the visitors, come in and take a halftime lead. And Nevada's only trailed twice this year at half. They are unbeaten at home. Boise State's doing a lot of things well.
16 points in the paint, maybe a little unexpected, but these guys are so physical. And then for Nevada, look for them to shore up these turnovers in the second half, and that's too open for him coming out of timeout.
Luke is now 1 for 5 from 3. Boise State has forced 8 Nevada first half turnovers. Nevada's per game average 9.1. Bronco defense. And now it's the Nevada defense, and KJ Hines gobbling up Omar Stanley. Blackshear. So Blackshear's 2 of 6. Lucas is 3 of 9.
Coach Rice told us before the game his top key was we've got to control Lucas and Blackshear. We're not going to stop them. They're star players, but we got to keep them under control. And so far, so good for this Boise State defense.
Floater from Rice rattles off the rim. Himes. Late whistle. Goes against Abo. That's 3.
Well, if you're Abo on this play defensively, you cannot go for this steal unless you know you're going to get it. So he gets beat, gets all ball at the beginning, but it comes down on the head. That's a good call, but he's just got to shore up, get the forearm in his back, but you can't try to fight around him. Give up that easy play.
Kwame Himes Jr. free throw good. Goes by KJ.
I hope KJ's got at least a master's degree by the time he leaves this place. Maybe a PhD. Huh? How many years is that guy going to get?
He was a redshirt the last time Nevada had a 13-win non-conference season. That was Eric Musselman's last year, 2018-2019. 1-point Boise lead, second minute of the second half. Anderson's free in the key, and he drains it. Roddy Anderson III pushes the Boise State lead back to 3. He is not somebody they have looked to for scoring, but his functionality within the offense has really been improving. Remember, they're filling the shoes of Marcus Shaver, one of the great big shot artists in the Mountain West in recent memory.
That was one of the big questions. How do they replace him? Well, you can't, but by committee. Still got a great backcourt. Anderson has the ability to score in him. So quick and athletic, and he makes the extra pass. He's fun to play with.
Stanley against time.
AJ's just disrupting everything. A couple blocks, a couple challenges. Dunk at the other end. Free throws.
Coleman against Max Rice. Foul on Rice. Free throws for Coleman. And Nevada. Trey Coleman, senior, Jeffersonville, Indiana, Jeffersonville High School. An Indiana guy who's been in the program. A little long there. Rollison coming back on. Blackshear is off. Blackshear now 2 of 7 from the floor. Coleman was all defensive Mountain West a season ago.
Easy lead defensively. Only 26% from 3, but that can get up. I think you can get that into the low 30s, and that just adds another weapon. But Coach Alford, a deep bench, they get 20 points a night from his subs, so not afraid to go to the bench early, and he trusts everybody.
Rice trying to get downhill, now bounces into the key, and it's batted away by Himes again. Steal. Anderson. Roddy Anderson III didn't score in the win over Colorado State. He's got 8.
Just follow him off the ball, guarding Lucas. The way he's attacking, he's playing so hard, switching with integrity there. He switches back, and he had a little noise for the student section over there as well.
10th Nevada turnover. Boise State making a move.
Got a few students back on campus today.
Roddy Anderson III has 11.
I'll tell you what, Roddy is picking pockets. He's knocking in threes. He's talking some trash with the crowd. He is feeling it. What a sequence for number 0. Here he comes, get the feet right. Hanging on rims. Coming right to your living room. Gives a little business to the crowd.
Boise State's defense has harassed Nevada into 10 turnovers, and the Broncos have built their largest lead of the ball game. Forcing a Steve Alford timeout. Now the Pack trying to come back. Daniel Foster can't finish.
Well, Steve Alford just runs so many incredible plays coming out of those dead ball situations, and that's just another brilliant draw up. But you missed a layup, and it's been that type of night right so far for Nevada.
Wolfpack 0 for 4 from the floor in the second half.
See if Davidson can post up. They got to get some points down in the paint. At least get to the free throw line. Stop this run.
Boise State with an 8-point points in the paint advantage right now. Foster nearly travels.
Just look at this defense. There's nothing easy.
Blackshear gets the roll at the end of the shot clock.
When he goes left, he typically likes to pull up with that little mid-range jumper. He's so good at it.
Degenhart going to work against Foster. Lucas doubles. And one. What a bucket from Degenhart.
This guy wreaks havoc in the second halves. And when he gets the ball on the post, you got to double him. Lucas just comes a fraction too late. By the time he gets there, there's KJ Ives. I mean, he's been outstanding in this game. And one of the reasons the D has been so good. All the stars have come out. Stick with us. It's coming to the wire.
Roddy Anderson III, a transfer from UC San Diego where he was the main man, has had to transition to the role of a facilitator with Boise State. But he has exploded for 11 points, one off his Boise State career high. And now a Tyson Degenhart free throw can give the Broncos their largest lead of the ball game. 8-point margin for Boise State at Nevada. The Wolfpack's two big guns, number 2, Jared Lucas, number 13, Keenan Blackshear. Both still in single-digit scoring. Keenan open corner 3. Blackshear is not a three-point specialist. That's just his 4th three-point make of the season. But Nevada in desperate need of some points as the Boise State defense has really slowed them down. The physicality unrelenting in this game on both ends. Degenhart. Oh my! For Degenhart, he's 5 of 6 from the field.
Daniel Foster's an elite defender, so if you're going to score, you're going to have to earn it. Degenhart, the fadeaway Kobe Bryant shot. Big time move.
Bullet pass to Davidson, who's fouled on the floor in front of the rim. Foul goes on Degenhart.
There's the extended post-up, and that's that Kobe and Jordan move that's just unguardable. Hand in his face. Just makes a living doing that. We talked about his heroics down the stretch. He's one of those guys that just kicks in the second half and takes over ball games.
3rd foul on the Broncos here in half number 2. Blackshear posting against Abo. Missed the banker. Keenan is now 4 of 10. And a stoppage. Blackshear get poked in the eye trying to go after that ball.
Abo and Blackshear had a good battle on the post, and everybody going for the rebound. Blackshear swipes at it.
Yeah, a little left hand from Abo.
Trying to clear out, catches him across the chin.
Well, this is a difficult job for the officials, right? Because you have to interpret intent. I mean, it's easy for us to say, oh, it's all in just the chaos of a basketball play.
Blackshear's such a great isolation player, and he's so physical. I mean, it's like a free safety. He's that tough. He can play football. And just two great teams, great players going for the loose ball. And anytime there's any type of contact to the face, they're going to go over and review it.
Blackshear has 11 now. He's the only Pack player in double figures. 3 Broncos in double figures. Degenhart has 12. Anderson has 11. Abo had 10 at half. He's still with 10. And again, it's after the Blackshear miss. Abo rebound. Abo got left hand contacting Blackshear. And now the deliberation. Steve Alford getting clarification on the no foul call.
Full court pressure here by Nevada. See if Boise State.
Foster steal. A loose ball foul. So the press bears fruit instantly.
Absolutely. I mean, great call by Steve Alford and his staff. Slap on the press. Boise State, they worked on that and walked through today. Exactly what Leon Rice did not want to happen. Boise State with some turnover problems as well. Great steal. Just another fumble. Nevada has had a few of those tonight, but to put possession back, and you got to knock that one in.
McIntosh misses on the baseline. Max Rice, tough rebound. A foul on Degenhart, the play before his second. Boise State holding the good cards with an 8-point lead on the road. Stanley foul.
Blackshear with such quick hands. He goes into stunt, reaches in. Let's see what he gets. That's a lot of ball.
First on Keenan.
This type of game, that looked like a play on, but Anderson back in the game after a good rest. I mean, a blessing in disguise for him to be able to rest during that delay. And he's done a phenomenal job chasing Lucas around as well.
Degenhart is fouled on the baseline. Well, right now, the Broncos are playing a low-scoring physical game, and they are imposing their will on Nevada in their building.
Well, they're so battle-tested, right? One of the toughest schedules in the country. Dreadful road trips, and Tyson just puts his shoulder down, creates a little contact. So much pressure on defense.
Free throw good for Degenhart. 75% on the year. Davidson has 3 fouls, comes out. Himes returns on the Wolfpack front line. 9-point lead for the Broncos. .14 for Degenhart. Game's high scorer. Largest lead for Boise State.
Big possession here for Nevada. Double-digit game. Blackshear, this is where he likes to take over. He's got to make something happen.
Blackshear against Rice. Another tough angle banker that won't go. Anderson the third. Ten to shoot for Boise State. Under 5 now. Neto has to fire. Nearly got the roll. Foul on the rebound. And that's going against the Broncos.
Well, that's that Wolfpack defense. That's what they do. Lock you up. But right now, Nevada got to find some answers at the offensive end.
Strength and rebounding has been a story of the Broncos all year long. Second best rebound margin in the Mountain West. And they've got a big advantage, 27-16. Rebounding over Nevada at Nevada. 10-point lead, under 12 minutes to go in regulation. That man, Leon Rice, looking for Mountain West victory, number 134. In his illustrious Boise State career, the winningest Bronco head coach of all time. The winningest active Mountain West coach in terms of conference victories. Steve Alford, second most Mountain West wins among active coaches, and his team looking for answers.
Craig Neal trying to get Jared Lucas more involved in this game, but right now Anderson done a phenomenal job of locking him up, or at least frustrating him on most of these possessions.
Well, McIntosh in the game hasn't even taken a shot. Hines to the cup scores.
It's so nice to see him healthy with a little bounce in his step, and what a great move. He's had some great offensive possessions on the post.
Hines has 4. Abo, tough jumper. Blackshear pushes. Blackshear accelerates. Missed it. I really think the Boise State physicality has taken Nevada out of rhythm, even in their transition game.
Well, they're challenging every shot, playing a physical game, and they pick up a foul right there. I think Roddy Anderson, we talked about him not being much of an offensive threat some nights, but I think on those high ball screen actions, he can turn the corner more, get to the rim, hold up for that mid-range jumper. He must be in world-class shape, though, to chase Lucas around like this and contribute at the offensive end. Again, let's see if they come back to Himes on the post and at least let him touch it, collapse that defense, and try to get Lucas open for a 3.
I mentioned McIntosh for the Pack, who is shooting 44% from 3 tonight. He hasn't even taken a shot. Meanwhile, another turnover. McIntosh ties up Abo miraculously, preventing a transition bucket.
Well, again, Roddy Anderson gets his hands in there, takes it from Blackshear. Yeah, a lot of ball and baseline underneath. Good strip.
Catch and shoot. He got it. 12 for Abo. Lead back to 10 for Boise State.
Corey Barnett, the defensive coordinator for Nevada, he's like, we worked on that today. That walk through that very same set.
Lucas being harassed by Anderson. Pulls up. Foul. Free throws coming at the 10-minute mark precisely. Nevada has attempted only 9 free throws in this game. The Wolfpack averages nearly 26 free throws attempted per game. It's 9th in the nation. The foul line, a huge part of their offense, and Boise State has done a good job limiting that. Meanwhile, Lucas hits a free throw. He has now hit 32 consecutive free throws. That is the second time this year he's had a 32 consecutive free throw streak.
And 34 is the school record, I believe.
So he's one away now. 33 in a row for Lucas.
And one of the most fascinating statistics I've ever seen. The all-time high school free throw attempt and make leader in the state of California. Unbelievable. He knows how to get to the line.
Boise State running half-court offense, using the clock with an 8-point lead. Degenhart goes to work, and he's up and in. 16 for Tyson Degenhart.
Degenhart running that empty ball screen. He knows he gets the right switch. And once he gets that switch, he takes advantage of Coleman. He's so strong. It's a high IQ play by number 2 for Boise State.
Himes. Good defense from Stanley. Rice has it batted away by Coleman. You mentioned that Degenhart is doing this against Trey Coleman, number 4 for Nevada. He's an all-defense Mountain West player a season ago. He's Nevada's best individual defender, and Degenhart is getting it done.
He just got the angle on him, and then once he gets down low that deep in the paint, it's so much more physical. Well, I'd come back to number 2 for Boise State and let him go to work. Get it inside to him.
Shot clock at 10. 3 ball. No.
Well, that's not the shot they wanted. Shot clock at 10 on the road. That's a low percentage look, especially with Tyson doing the work he's doing, and then you pick up a foul, and it's just not a high percentage look there.
So the foul on Meadow, the freshman, means that Nevada now shoots 1-1, and that's an ominous development for the Broncos, and might breathe a little life into the Wolfpack offense that has been moribund to this point.
Oh my goodness.
12 for Blackshear to lead Nevada. Lucas called for the foul. And 10,000 voice their opinion.
Yeah, wow, that's the second time they've slapped this press on. Here's the third, and Boise State struggling to get out of that corner. Another grab. Steve Alford not happy about it. Just right over there in the corner, just working the official.
5 fouls on Nevada now in the second half. Timeout. So Boise State takes a timeout in the face of the Wolfpack press, and smile on the face of Max Rice. A long-time participant in this rivalry. He is relishing the moment with an 8-point lead.
Coach Rice going to go back to Abo, help break this press. You got to get guys from half court coming up as the safety valve. Right now, Nevada having their way, but picked up the cheap foul. But what about Boise State on the road, up 8? Leon Rice, such a great coach, said, I've had a lot of coachable teams in my career. He said, told us today, this is the most coachable team I've ever had.
Sunday on Fox, iconic rivals collide on Super Wildcard Weekend as Mountain West alumnus Jordan Love leads the Packers against Dak and the Cowboys. It all kicks off at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific on Fox.
Keep your eye on Abo here. Let's see if he runs up, takes the pressure off these guards.
Degenhart comes into Abo. You called it, Coach.
That's a great job. Coach Rice, like, finally.
Boise State slowed down number 17 Colorado State in a huge way on Tuesday, holding them to fewer than 60 points in that win in Boise. Foul going the other way.
Davidson, he get that arm out.
It's 3 on Stanley.
Just a little hook there, that chicken wing or that hook. They've been calling that consistently. I would still get Tyson Degenhart the ball on the post. He's got the advantage. The deeper he gets, he can pump fake and power, draw fouls.
Lucas, step back. On the baseline, draws Nevada within 6. Lucas has 11. And Boise State playing this low-scoring physical game. That's how they beat Colorado State. It's how they're in position right now at Nevada, but a long way to go. Loose ball foul, and if that's on Max Rice, it's because he fell on Hunter, but let's see if they give it to Hunter.
Well, they're going to get the under.
It's on Max Rice. Boise State now with 4 players with 3 fouls. The plot is thickening in Reno, and it's getting closer. Somebody's fallen from the ranks of the conference unbeaten tonight. Meanwhile, San Diego State and Utah State both have road games tomorrow.
Well, just one of the best conferences in the country. What these guys did in the non-conference, they proved they can play with anybody. Utah State won the Cayman Classic. Incredible team. New Mexico off to the slow start in conference play, but they can turn it on. Colorado State, Stevens is an All-American, and these two teams, I mean, the physicality, the toughness, the way they guard people, and also the coaching. It's outstanding. What's going on here?
I think this conversation is somewhat about the physicality we've seen in this game. Right, there was the loose ball foul before the timeout on Max Rice. Maybe they're trying to correct something with the shot clock. They reversed the foul call. It was on McIntosh. They took the 3rd foul away from Rice.
Well, just a lot of confusion there. They got him with the undercut.
That's the first foul on McIntosh. Boise State. Nice missing from long range. Offensive rebound. Another chance. Degenhart from deep. Bounding rebound. Loose ball. Broncos have it again.
I'll tell you, sometimes it feels like there's 2 number 11s on the court for Boise State. Abo all over the place at both ends.
Anderson. 5 on the timer. Fires a 3. Volleyball rebound. Degenhart foul.
Is that Abo again? 3 offensive rebounds for Abo. My goodness, he is all over the place.
Second foul on Blackshear. Nevada now with 17 fouls. So for the moment, both teams in the single bonus.
Here's the tough 3, and you just got to block him out. Slaps it back to his teammate. He's special.
Degenhart front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Degenhart at Mount Spokane High School in Spokane, Washington. Competed in the high jump and the javelin in addition to basketball. Did you ever recruit a javelin thrower?
I'm from Iowa, man. I didn't even know that still existed.
Lead back to 8 for the Broncos.
I don't know what he did in high school, but he just seems like the type of guy who would be all-state in every sport he played.
Cam Martin reach-in foul on the Broncos at 6:50. That's 10 team fouls now on Boise State, so 2 free throws for Blackshear in the pack. All right. This is speculation, but after the conversation between the officials and the 2 head coaches coming out of the timeout, we have seen a lot of lighter fouls in the game, and I think that may be a well-intentioned effort by the officiating crew to rein in some of the physicality, which has been extremely intense in this game. That's not a critique, by the way. I think that's just what's taking place.
Well, I think the Nevada staff was so confused during the timeout, and they're drawing up a play, and then they come out and they realize they don't have the ball. So Steve Alford and Craig Neal just all over the officials. And if you're Boise State, as well as you played, as great as your defense has been, you do not want to foul down the stretch.
Numbers for the Broncos. Travel. Anderson says, what?
I like the aggressiveness of Anderson, but it looked like he had the angle here to throw the lob, and that's a good call. Takes the extra step. Boise State with a few careless turnovers as well.
15 turnovers now for the Broncos. Lucas on 3 defenders, fires away and misses.
Well, when Lucas comes off of those screens, he's being held. I mean, Anderson's got his hands on him, and by the time he catches it, he's getting forced into tough shots, but he's got to have freedom of movement there to be able to catch the ball and make a move. Good job by Anderson if they're not going to call that.
Abo can't get it, but Stanley can. Out of bounds to Boise State on the baseline. If the Broncos win this game, it would even the all-time Mountain West series between these two schools at 13 apiece.
Yeah, it's coming down to the wire. A low-scoring affair, but right now, Nevada has to find a way to come up with rebounds. These offensive rebounds for the Broncos right now really hurting the psyche of the Wolfpack. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Nevada playing great D, but if you give a team 3 shots at it, they're going to eventually wear you down.
Degenhart going against Blackshear on a foul. 3 on Keenan.
Well, there is nothing worse, as great as Nevada is this year defensively, when you give up offensive rebounds and have to play another possession. It just wears you down. There's the jab step. If you're a Bronco fan, you're saying, get the ball to Tyson down the stretch, wherever he is, and let him go to work. He is so athletic, he's so physical, and he's so confident.
8 team fouls now on Nevada, 3 on Blackshear. Degenhart now 6 of 7 from the stripe. Chance to hit the 20-point threshold with this free throw. Talk about the battle of the boards. Boise State is out rebounding Nevada 34-19 and 10-1 on the offensive glass.
That's incredible. That has really been the story of the game. Right now, can they get Lucas free?
Keenan attacks. Tough shot, no. And again, more physical defense, stymieing from Boise State. 3 in the corner. Blackshear rebound. Lucas. Foster offensive rebound. Keenan draws a whistle at 5:14. It's on Anderson. Well, the offensive rebounding gap, right? 10-2 now after that offensive rebound from Nevada. But that just means Boise State gets more shots on goal. They've attempted 48 shots in this game. Nevada has taken only 41.
Well, that just doesn't happen to Nevada. And you look at Boise State, this is a team that can win the league, obviously, and they can make a deep run in the big tournament. They've got veteran guards, a ton of experience, an elite coach. I love how they move the ball around, and they are as tough as anybody you'll see all year. It's all about getting older now. Both of these teams, veteran teams with older guys who are just tough.
Boise State's toughness in the rebound game. A big edge tonight. Meanwhile, Blackshear misses both. He's now 5 of 8 from the stripe.
He's just a little tired, isn't he?
5-minute mark. Anderson wisely waiting. A little deeper in the shot clock. That's another veteran decision. Oh, he's just a sophomore. Now, no shot clock left. And a violation. 16th Boise State turnover. Neither side has found much from distance. Boise State 5 of 20, Nevada 2 of 10. It has been much more of a scrum in the painted area. And it goes. Coleman and one.
Well, nice wrinkle here by Nevada. Put Coleman on the post and goes against Rice. That's pretty good defense, but that's an obvious foul. And high percentage look. Great job by Coleman ducking his shoulder, creating contact and finishing. That's a huge play. As poorly as they've played in this game, and give a lot of credit to Boise State for taking them out of rhythm. They're just a few possessions out of it with 4:30 to go, and this press continues to frustrate the Broncos.
Degenhart has to take a timeout. Meanwhile, Rice committed his third foul a moment ago. Nevada has had to really lean on this press in the second half, and Boise State has not had much in the way of a consistent answer to it. They've broken it a few times. They have had to burn 2 timeouts. There have been turnovers. Nevada, since the start of last season here at home, is 23-1. They have won 8 games in a row overall. They have won 9 at home in a row. They lost the regular season finale last year.
Steve Alford really has things rolling here. A tremendous staff, veteran leadership. The administration's behind him. These guys have raised a ton of money. The coaching staff has, for the addition to the practice facility. They're just all in. They love this community, and they've got the new arena coming, which is going to change everything for them recruiting. But right now, they're going to have to get some stops, and it's been this pressure defense that's ignited this crowd.
10,191 rising to their feet in Reno, Nevada. Degenhart lost the ball out of bounds. Just by my count, that's now 2 timeouts forced and at least 2 turnovers forced by the Nevada press in this second half.
Well, when you get it in, they are retreating. Roddy Anderson's just got to come back and get that, bring it up. Good credit to Nevada with this pressure defense. It has turned the momentum in this game. Can they take advantage? Get it inside on the post and
Lucas muscles it in. 4-point game, 4 minutes to go. Mabo, Wise. Turnover. Keenan, 1-on-3. A cacophony at Lawlor. It's a 2-point game. 15 for Blackshear. And a 7-0 run for the Wolfpack. Rice to answer. And a foul. You had a feeling it was going to tighten up. That's 4 on Blackshear. A 7-0 run for the home team, Nevada Wolfpack. And it's a 2-point game. Boise State has led by as many as 10. Keenan Blackshear just committed his 4th personal foul. He is Nevada's leading scorer in the game with 15 points. Tyson Degenhart has 20 to lead all scorers. The Boise State star, 6 of 9 from the floor. Max Rice drew the foul before the timeout. Rice first trip to the line. %84 on the year.
This is the guy you want at the line. Great crowd here tonight, but these are the pressure shots you got to hit down the stretch. It's amazing what pressure defense does to a team. Not only do you turn it over, but start going one-on-one.
Keenan puts it in drive.
Easy. Oh, man.
Can't finish.
Oh, that was just too easy. Blackshirt is a little bit tired. He's been playing so hard.
Anderson has 11 for Boise State. One off his Bronco career high. Three ball. Rebound Lucas. Davidson. Against Stanley. Lucas draws a foul at 2:20. Anderson the foul, his third.
Well, he rakes him over the arm. This is what Lucas does. And Anderson hit him. Lucas is such a gift. I mean, it's a skill to be able to draw fouls and get to the free throw line where he's pretty much automatic. And here's the big story over the last 5 minutes is pressure defense. Lucas makes this. You better believe they're going to get right up in him.
It's also a new program record. But it won't go. He tied the program record for 34 consecutive. But he couldn't hit the second for the new record, and Boise State has a 2-point lead as we come down to the 2-minute mark in Reno. Max Rice. Stanley soaring through. Offensive rebounding, a huge story tonight. And Boise State continues to dominate that category. Four on Davidson. Both sides of the double bonus. Stanley 74% on the season. Stanley just 3 points was a factor early as he had back-to-back double-doubles coming into this game right now. 3.7 rebounds for Omar Stanley, the transfer from St. John's. Knocks them both down. Two-possession Boise State lead. Broncos goes on. Or do they? Yeah. Davidson mauled near the rim.
Just a little risky, right? To snap the zone on. Confusion by the defense. And that's a wide open shot, an obvious foul, but maybe too much risk right there on the road, up 4. Man-to-man defense has been so good.
Max Rice with his 4th personal foul. Yeah, they won 1-3-1 there.
Mike Burns, the defensive coordinator, he knows somebody broke down, but it's a frustrating play. And we said this 5 minutes ago, you just can't foul Nevada.
Trouble in the backcourt. Boise State has only one timeout left. And now Anderson.
I know Daniel Foster's an elite defensive player, but Tyson Degenhart, he's got to touch the ball on the post in this possession. Got to get inside there. Blackshear's on him.
5 to shoot. Rice got to go. Got it to go with 1 on the timer for Boise State. 70 seconds to go in regulation.
What a game. What a gutsy shot.
Blackshear.
Oh, tough shot.
Off the mark. And Rice the rebound now. 2-possession game.
Just not the shot you wanted right there. A fadeaway elbow jumper. A foul. Going to send Boise State to the free throw line. But
5 on Blackshear.
He just got worn down the stretch. He plays so hard. They threw so many bodies at him. Look at this drive. That is great defense. Takes the hit and kisses it off the glass. And
Blackshear fouling out is the first Wolfpack player to foul out of a game this year. It happens in game 17. Rice at the free throw line. He's 1 for 2 in the game. He's 84% on the season. Even if he makes both, this is still a 2-possession game.
Assuming Max makes this, obviously you got to block out here if you're Nevada, but you want to push the ball hard. If you can get to the rim and draw a foul, that's the best thing that can happen for you. But if you can drive and kick it out, you're going to put that 3 up. If you're Boise State, you're taking away all 3-point looks.
Lucas in the key. Rolls out. The Broncos with a 6-point lead going to the free throw line with 38 7/10 to play. Boise State in the driver's seat shooting free throws. The graphic a moment ago, each of the last 2 seasons, Boise State a combined 17-1 in January. Both those teams advanced to the NCAA tournament.
Jared Lucas with 14 points in this game, but it's taken him 14 shots to get there. You cannot say enough about Roddy Anderson's defense. Obviously, the offensive spark tonight, but he's not even sweating. And he's been chasing one of the great 3-point shooters in the country, Jared Lucas, around the court, over every screen, baseline to baseline. For him to step up and make these free throws, made one of them under duress.
Still a 3-possession game.
Just look at this Boise State defense. It's incredible.
Davidson fires a 3. That makes things interesting. No more shot clock. Nevada has a timeout left after taking this one. Davidson has not had a great year from 3, just 8 of 34 coming into the game, but he can stroke it from there. He was more consistent a season ago. He has that ability.
Yeah, his shot looks so good. It looks so much better than his percentages. I expect that to rise, but Stanley falls on the ground. Davidson takes advantage. Right now, if you're Boise State, you have to handle this pressure. You cannot expect the whistle. Great shot fake. Maybe gets away with a little push-off. It doesn't matter at this point.
Screen by gravity.
Screen by gravity.
Going back to what Boise State's defense has done on Nevada's top 2 scorers, Keenan Blackshear and Jared Lucas. Blackshear fouls out with 15 points on 5 of 16 shooting. Lucas 14 points on 5 of 14. So they force Blackshear and Lucas into 30 shot attempts and hold them thus far to 29 points.
And Leon Rice told us before the game, that's his #1 key to this game. We've got to control those 2 guys. They're the dynamic duo. They're the stars. They're the veterans. Right now, he spent that entire time out drawing up press breaks. Obviously, got to make your free throws down the stretch, but you can't expect the call here. You got to be really tough, sharp elbows. They're going to go with everybody out of bounds. A new wrinkle here is to try to get this ball in. I like it.
It's like an onside kick. Stanley double teamed and fouled. Coleman the foul. First foul on Trey Coleman here.
I love the decision to put everybody out of bounds. You know you're going to get fouled after a few seconds if you can get it in. That's been the big problem. They've had a hard time getting it in, and now it's just a step up and make your free throws on the road.
As a team, Boise State 71.2% from the free throw line.
I'll tell you, if you've coached long enough, no matter how you played, every coach has been in a situation where you're up 4 with 22 seconds to go and you lost, right? Everybody's lived through that. So you know how critical these free throws are. If you're Nevada, you continue to push the ball and you're hoping that Boise State will foul you and stop the clock so you can score at the line.
5 points for Stanley. Broncos just trying to get it back in the barn. They're close. Rollison. Rebound to Stanley, and a foul with 15 4/10. Free throws made here, even just one, makes this a 3-possession margin, and not a lot of ball game left for 3 possessions. Boise State almost at the finish line. About to hand the Wolfpack their first conference loss, their first home loss, and their first loss after 8 consecutive victories.
Back-to-back NCAA tournaments, back-to-back top 30 in KenPom defensively. The way they got on the glass in this game, the physicality they played with, both of these teams are outstanding. They can both win the league. They can both make deep runs, but these road games in the Mountain West are massive if you can pull these off. And the Broncos, they're going to enjoy that flight home, let me tell you.
A huge early conference season victory on the road for Boise State. And that final score, eerily similar to the one that felled number 17 Colorado State in Boise earlier this week. The Broncos have a blueprint, and they're unbeaten in the Mountain West.
What a schedule, that early season tough schedule they played has hardened this team. It exposed some weaknesses. They've found their identity again defensively. They were incredible on the glass, and they're stepping up and making big shots. That was a gutsy performance on the road. 2 great teams, an entertaining game. And Leon Rice, that's why he's one of the best in the business.
4 of 5 Boise State starters in double-figure scoring. That man, Tyson Degenhart, leading the way with 20 points, the game's high scorer, and all smiles for Leon Rice. Mountain West victory number 134 for him, and it comes at Nevada. It was physical, ferocious, and close throughout. But the Broncos outlast the Wolfpack in Reno. So long from the Silver State.